What up, everybody? Welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. I'm Fabio. We're doing a little pregame here of Milan, Borussia, Dortmund. I'm joined by one of our Patreons here, Omar Ponji. What's going on, brother? How are you feeling today?
A bit nervous, nervous because it's a must-win. We have to win this game. There's no choice, and hopefully, we come out from that performance like we did suffer against Fiorentina. Fiorentina's a tough team to play against, but maybe hopefully that win gives us some confidence, and we can bring that confidence into this game and do a good performance, and try and get these 3 points. Because today there's nothing less than 3 points we need. We need absolutely, we need to get the 3 points.
Do or die, like we were saying before we went on. It feels like a do or die. It probably 100% is. Otherwise, we'll be looking at fourth place in this group. It's a lot of money on the line. Gio always reminds me every time we don't win, that's millions left out there for somebody else to take. So I'm feeling confident. I don't know how confident Fiorentina made me feel after not having Leao. Musa's out with a red card. We have a few injuries. So the lineups haven't dropped yet, but once they do, I'm sure we're going to get into it. But let me remind all of you, if you're here, do me a solid, all right? Do us here at the channel a favor. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. Hit the notification bell so you're up to date with all of our live videos and every other video we drop here. Please smash that like button and follow us on Patreon if you want to help support the channel further. All right, Omar. I mean, from what we're being told, right? Let me bring up this picture here. Unfortunately, guys, I do not have it loaded in, but it's on my damn phone. But it looks like they're going to be going with, obviously, Giroud, who's in this game because he's not disqualified for this one, with Pulisic and Chukwueze both starting on the left and right.
That's good.
That's good, right? And we can't. Nobody is pining for you. Jovic is not even on this roster, or is he?
I would suppose he would be. I mean,
right? You would think, but I'm not 100%.
He's on the back. He must be a backup. He must be in the backup now. I'm not sure. I don't have the lineups in front of me, but I would suppose that the guy he's been brought in as a backup, and so he's going to be the backup striker. With Giroud at his age, you never know what can happen. But he should be well rested. So he's rested for this game. So hopefully he can bring all of that energy that he saved up over the weekend and put it in this game, because it's a do or die, guys.
It is. All right, so they had this picture here. Where is this from? Is this Gazzetta dello Sport? I don't know, but I'm gonna just show it up on the screen on what they're hoping we're gonna be doing. All right, that's the lineup they're predicting. All right, obviously that's Giroud, Pulisic, Chukwueze, and then Adli and Reindeers with Loftus-Cheek kind of playing that cam position. So going to more of a 4-2-3-1, right? And then Hernandez, Tomori, Chow, and Calabria is good to go. So, I mean, this is the best lineup maybe we could put out there. Maybe Musa would be in there if he wasn't disqualified, but thank God we're not seeing Krunic at least, right? Well, what's your opinion of this?
Well, I'm looking at Milan News's predicted lineup. Sempre Milan. They have Magnan, Calabria, Malik, Tomori, Hernandez, Rangers, Krunic, Chukwueze, Loftus-Cheek, Pulisic, and Giroud.
All right, so it's basically switching Krunic and Adli. Who would you prefer to see?
Sincerely, I think that in that DMF position, I'd rather Krunic, because I'm not too convinced that the DMF position is well suited for Adli. He's more of a creator, so he can play the mezzala role. He can play that mezzala role but it depends also. It's like, how are they going to play? Are they going to play?
Lineup has been announced.
It has?
That's what they're saying. That's what the chat is saying. Guys, if you have the lineup, put it out there so I'll read it out.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't seen it from Milan's official website, and I haven't seen it on Twitter just yet, but I'm sure it's any minute now. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's Adli. Adli got the start. It's the one we read. Yeah.
So Adli's going to be playing in the DMF, or is he going to be playing?
No, as DMF where Reindeers in the the two.
So they're going to play the two spots with the three guys in the back. So they're not playing like a full tridente, as they call it in Italian. the three attacking the players. So they're going to play with more of a trequartista, as they call them.
Yeah. No. And honestly, I feel like that has been our best kind of formation in the last 2 years. So it's kind of good to see them go back to it because I think Benacer thrives in this kind of formation
Yeah,
when he comes back. And Loftus Cheek, man, he's a beast.
yeah.
He's a
No,
beast.
I love him there in that cam position. He does a little bit.
Woo!
It reminds me a bit of when we won the Scudetto with Kessie in that role, where he could recuperate the ball straight
Yeah,
away up front. Has that physical presence. Has a good shot as well. He can get the balls on target. So no, I think it's a great and good. It's a good lineup, and hopefully,
definitely.
Chuku shows up. I know it's maybe not that easy for a guy coming in who maybe doesn't speak the language, getting into the system. Pulisic has done surprisingly well. I don't know if maybe because he's got the Croatian descent, because I know a lot of Croatians they tend to speak sometimes Italian, so maybe he has a little bit
I
of.
don't know how much linguistically he's there yet, but he's definitely surrounded by enough former teammates that I
Mhm.
think it's an easy leap for him to be comfortable with these type of players. And some people are listen, man. Sometimes you come to the Italian league and just your style, the way you play, the age you were. Like Thierry Henry went to Italy, he was a bust. It wasn't until he went somewhere else and he started playing really great. Sometimes you come to Italy. It's not your style. Pulisic
Well,
seems
it's
to be
not just
playing
that;
well.
it's also the tactics,
Yeah,
the formations, and you're playing against guys that sometimes they're pretty rough as well. So I mean, coming
absolutely.
coming from England, I think that sort of gives them a little bit of an advantage compared to Chukwueze, because Chukwueze coming from the Spanish league, they're not as, let's say, brutal or harsh as the
Yeah,
English or the Italian leagues. So they're more finesse and refined, maybe in the Spanish league. So could get away with a lot of stuff. But here, they'll put the body on you. They'll bring the pain. you
yes,
know.
they will. Yes, they will, man. And that's why, like, we need a guy, a big physical presence, like Loftus Cheek in there to
Oh
really
yeah,
play
makes a big
the
difference.
dominating way he played against PSG tonight against Dortmund. We need it big time. I honestly would go out on a limb and say he's going to be the dark horse again. Like if he is playing up to that caliber, and again he's coming off injury or whatever. Like we've seen him what like once or twice since the last time he played like really well.
But
We need
I sometimes I have a feeling that maybe these injuries are more of a resting thing, trying to
mm,
rest him for the Champions League, because I've noticed that he's had these injuries coming up on the Champions League, and then all of a sudden Champions League game is there. He's full fitness. The guy is running out like a wild horse.
very true.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Pioli does some psychological tactics here. Plays. Says, oh yeah, he's injured, just coming back from the injury. It's just fine. He was just resting.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that's the case, man. We need Loftus Cheek really
Oh
for
yeah,
these big games
but we
like
need
this.
everybody.
We
This
do. We need
because
Chuck. We need Chukwueze to finally take that next step. This would be a great time to do it.
let's get that goal, Chuku. I want to see that goal. Let's
I'll
go.
take an
Or
assist.
I'll
Just
take. Yeah, I
fucking
agree.
do something special tonight. That's all I'm
He
asking.
wasn't bad against Fiorentina. He got that. He was up and down the flank, and
No,
also
he's
also
listen.
from a defensive point of view, he went back. He covered back. He
Yeah,
helped out the defense when they needed it. So I mean, he had a pretty good game. I mean, it was for me. He had his sufficiency. So
I think Chuck is going to get there eventually. It just takes him a minute,
I think
unfortunately. But honestly, I want to just kind of highlight one guy that we have to honestly, you have to highlight him because when he's on, he's saving our ass like a million times over. Magic Mike,
Magic.
like I mean, again, even taking it to the face,
Yeah.
but at
Any
least
part of the
being in the,
body just keeps it out, man. It
he
doesn't
keeps it
matter.
out. And tonight we need a great performance by him. Honestly, uh,
But
Giroud and Loftus Cheek missed three sitters. Gio has a point because Chukwueze would have already got it if not for Giroud and Loftus Cheek missing
yeah,
pretty good chances that Chukwueze provided. but they
Yeah.
were bums.
No,
Gio
agreed.
says.
No,
So,
so let's hope that look, it's a team game. I want to see
of
everybody
course,
come in and perform. Because if you're gonna win these games, especially in Champions League, everybody has to be up to par. Everybody has to put in. It's like Calabria said, we can't have anybody giving half-ass performances on the pitch. Everybody has to give 110%. That's the only way you're gonna win these games. So
absolutely, absolutely, man. So, you're home working. You're
yeah.
doing double shift.
I work from home, so in
Yeah,
general,
yeah,
so it gives me I can always hop on the pre games. The
awesome.
weekends is a little bit more difficult because I'm taking care of the kid and stuff
Yeah,
like so. Now
yeah.
the kid
You're
is
doing
sleeping.
things, of course, of
Yeah.
course. But I listen, man. I took a half day. I'm sorry. I give you up until 12 to go to lunch, and then I'm out of there. So perfect time for me over here in North America. What's Max saying? He's saying Loftus Cheek is the perfect box to box midfield for our system. If he could play 20 games straight, he would have cost more than double. Yeah, that's a good point. He is injury prone, and it seems. I wonder how many games so far he's missed just this season so far.
But like I said, I mean, sometimes I wonder if it's maybe more of a preventive injury, like I
So
think
you're
sometimes
saying they're just saying he's hurt, but he's really not. They're
he's
just
maybe he's maybe has maybe some muscle fatigue, maybe he's fatigued and he's not in optimal shape, but they want to make sure that he's in optimal shape for specific games. And so they possibly do, they say, okay, he's injured, but then they're gonna put him on, you know then all of a sudden he shows up in against Paris Saint-Germain, he's playing the game of his life. you know
yeah.
like if he was really that injured, he wouldn't be in that type of shape if he comes into the game. That's why I have a little bit of sometimes doubt that sometimes these things are done on purpose for them to sort of, say, give a justification. Why didn't he play? Oh, he's injured, you know? But in
Yeah, yeah.
reality, he's resting because they want to make sure he's in 100% condition and form for that game. Especially players that big size sometimes take a lot of more time to get into shape and to form. So that's a possibility also that, you know, to get peak condition takes a little bit more time for them.
This guy's only actually had 3 games missed, if you can believe that.
Yeah,
It seems like more, but yeah,
but
he's appeared in 9 games out of the 12 that he's had with Milan. Actually, no, I think it's more than that. No, it says 12 here, so maybe a few games he was completely not even like on the bench. But
yeah,
whatever.
but like I
Uh,
said, it could there might be some little game that's been played there, So I wouldn't be surprised because every time this guy is injured, then he all of a sudden, because when you get a guy who's injured comes back, he plays like Krunic. Like Krunic was injured, he came back, he played like
yeah,
shit.
immediately,
Yeah,
exactly.
immediately. So it takes some time to get up to par. I mean, you haven't been playing for a while, but this goes to
We're
show that this guy has been probably training. He's been keeping up his condition, his shape, and his form, and maybe it's just I don't
and
know, man. It's
and
just
it's
I find
also
it.
everybody seems to be dealing with the flu right now. They got
Yeah.
like everybody's,
Oh yeah.
the illness is going through the back
Apparently,
there.
Magnan against
Yeah,
Fiorentina
he
played
had
with a
101 fever
yeah.
supposedly.
The guy was
So
playing with a fever, so he managed to so that would explain a little bit of his maybe some errors he made in the game, but then he showed up with some huge, massive saves, to get that 3 points.
Benacer is going to be
Oh
huge
yeah,
when he comes back.
that's gonna be a big thing, because then you got also a left-footed option in that midfield,
Yeah,
so that helps a
but we're going
lot.
to lose him to the African Nations Cup.
I don't know if that's gonna be the case because I mean he's missed so much game time for Milan, and what he's gonna go as soon as he's fixed from his injury, he's gonna go play the African Cup of Nations and then get injured again, and then he's gonna miss the whole entire season. Hey, we're paying your salary, my friend.
I
You
I
know,
would agree. I would agree, but
it's like
Algeria's definitely
I,
100% going to call him.
I had read somewhere that he wasn't too keen on going because of the injury situation. And,
Oh, if that's the truth, I love him. He's my new favorite player. Then I say it all the time. I know people like, they want to play for their country. Yeah,
no,
great,
but
but
I can
no, don't
understand. Like,
go.
look, if the guy started the season, did everything, and played great, he did fantastic, and then he needs to go play the competition. Then I have no issue with it.
Exactly, but
Go
you haven't
do it.
played at all. You're
You
not fucking
haven't
going
played
nowhere yet.
exactly. You haven't played at all. You're at risk of injury. Some of the fields that I don't know where's the African nations going to be played this year, but some of the fields, in Africa, and I'm born in Africa, so I'm part African as well. But some of the pitches that you're playing there are just absolutely terrible, and some of the opposition and competition you're playing against are like the defenders can be really brutal.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, God
there's
forbid you get an injury, then you look like an asshole. You barely played for us. You go over there, get hurt. No, no, definitely
are you
take
gonna
this
give back your
AFCON off,
salary?
please.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Fuck that.
no,
So
no.
let's talk about the guys that we know are going to be out there, right? So if you had to say your dark horse of the game, who would you go with
Dark horse.
of the
You know
starting
what?
11?
I want to see Chuku score. I think that that's my guy for today. I want to see him. He's got pace. He's got that speed. Dortmund. I don't think they're that great of a defensive team. So I think that he can get spaces in that on the flanks and in the defense. So definitely, look, I'm hoping for Chuku to show up, and then obviously about the ex Pulisic. He's I want to see good effort from the wingers and to get balls in the boxes and just try to get those goals.
Dortmund right now. Let's see what's their last couple of games. Well, I think this. Yeah,
Oh,
they
I
won.
think they won 4-2. I think
Yeah,
last game,
yeah,
and
but
they were
they've been
down
kind
to
of
zero.
winning, losing, and they did beat Newcastle last Champions League game. So for them, this is a big fixture. They're technically sitting on the top of the group at the moment. They're only fourth. Yeah, they're just like us, man, kind of hanging on to that last Champions League spot in Germany at the moment. So there's no this is a team that's basically on our level at the moment. We're fighting to stay in the top four. We're fighting to stay in this group. We need another big win. We need a couple of back-to-back-to-back wins to give us some confidence going into the group stage. We were semifinalists last year. Let's not go out like punks, all right?
Yeah,
Uh
and also the other thing that I want to see is because after Pioli's comments after the last game, he was sort of like trying to get the stadium to be ready for this game because when you go to Dortmund they have the yellow wall, but we got to show them that San Siro is San Siro. It's so I think I want to see what they have in store for this game, San Siro. That's going to be something.
Ooh, that's gonna be the dark horse right
Yeah,
there. The
that's the
crowd.
dark horse and
The
a crowd
crowd.
because
The
when
crowd.
because when that stadium is rocking, I mean, I'm telling you, there's no other
I
stadium.
can't wait to see
People
what they
talk
do.
Anfield, people talk Celtic Park, man, but San Siro is there's something special
And
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 magical
Dort
about it.
and Dortmund really goes above and beyond. So Milan's gonna want to show out to
Yeah,
show
yeah,
what we could do it when they come to our house. I honestly loved the one with PSG. The
yeah.
Neo, I mean, fantastic. I hope these guys do something even better. Uh-oh. He's incognito,
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen.
there
Oh,
we
there he
go.
is.
Sure.
Look at him. He's festive, baby. Gee, how you feeling, man?
We feeling how we feeling, Fabio. I think the midfield is pure pace. Well, actually, I don't know, but he can move the ball faster. To be honest with you, but now I'm feeling good. It's now or never. I mean, you know, we lose today, Pioli's out of a job, and then we got to pay his dumbass $9 million, and I don't think he deserves that. Especially after the Scudetto, he's had us up and down, up and down. I'm gonna send him a bill for my high blood pressure, my heart, and everything like that.
But
I'm
you
gonna
should
send
have
him a
done that with
bill.
Mirabelli and Fasone before, no?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Look, and guys, look, you can say what you want about Pioli, but this guy has been given shit to work with, and he won us a Scudetto. He's been doing well, like compared to like what he has to work with. I mean, I'm convinced that this guy has been doing a good job. Now, can we go to another level with another coach? I think it's possible, but it's not by going to get Thiago Motta or other guys like that we're going to make the
Yeah.
difference. Because for me, Pioli is a better coach than Thiago Motta.
Yeah. No, no, no. I
As of
agree,
right
but
now,
today,
all I'm saying
but
that
today is a day.
uh,
Like I said on Saturday,
yo,
you
G,
weren't
hold
there,
on, I
Fabio.
gotta ask. Was that rooster doing over there by you? Was that
Yeah,
you?
man. I'm in the hood. I told you I'm in the
You
hood,
got
man.
roosters over there, bro. Oh my
No,
god.
I told you I work in the hood, man. Like they got roosters, they got a lot of things, but
Oh
uh
shit.
Fabio, when I
Sorry.
say
When
like
I hear livestock, it needs to be addressed. Look, I got my dog roaming behind me. Go ahead.
no,
I got the cat going back and forth here too. So
Go ahead,
no,
G. Go ahead.
Fabio, when I said on Saturday, I said F for everybody's agenda. Like if you like Pioli or not, like let's just get behind the team. Let's get
exactly.
this job done. We'll figure out what Pioli. Like Ponji said, I don't know. Thiago Motta, he's doing it. At Bologna, but can he do it? See that's the thing that I've been asking a lot. Like enter every player besides Fratesi and Sensi because of injuries. Every player that they gotten like hit the ground running. And then when it comes to us, we gotta wait a year. They're like, why we
But we're
I
gotta
know,
wait
playing
on?
bro.
Moneyball.
We're
We're
on
playing
layaway with our
Moneyball.
players.
Oh, that's
We're,
what I'm
we're,
saying.
we're playing Moneyball, guys. What do you want? It's like we're going to advanced statistics, picking out these players that can possibly, like, if you're going with that type of philosophy, it's different from going to get players that have a certain pedigree and
Caliber.
like
Yeah.
exactly and have been proven in other like leagues. Thuram had a great year. He played also very well in the World Cup. So he showed this guy was like he's a
He was a
different.
real deal.
He's
Yeah.
a real deal, exactly. So when he came to Inter, he hit the ground running. Not to mention that, they. I mean, I don't think they changed much. Apart from losing Skriniar, bringing in a few other B players. But Fratesi is another guy. It's like, for example, this guy has been playing pretty well. He's been scoring for the national team. He
Yeah.
has a certain caliber and experience. Like Chukwueze is a gamble.
He is. At the moment, he looks like the most expensive
Pulisic, I think
gamble.
that's probably one of the best
Him and
deals
Loftus
we got.
Cheek seem to
And
be
Loftus
good
Cheek,
buys.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But
Rain
even at
Diaz,
that,
Rain Diaz, if he could just fucking score some goals, he'll be on the same
he's
level.
a midfielder, guys.
He's kind of
He's a
started to
defensive
get worse and
midfielder.
worse.
He's a defensive midfielder. What let's get your goalies to score goals now. It's like they're not going to produce that much goals. His job is to move that ball, is to get that ball to the right side, to the left side, the pivot at this in the midfield, the distribution. That's his job.
I need guys who know when they get the ball, they need to shoot it on target.
Well,
Not kill
that's the
some
three
kid
that you have
in the upper
behind
deck.
Giroud.
You
That's
know?
the three that you have behind Giroud. That's their job to do. It's not those two guys that are behind. Those two guys that are behind are there.
Is it too much to ask? You're a professional fucking player. When the ball comes on you in a good spot to hit the fucking target, just make the
got one
goalie
goal,
make a
bro.
save. That's it.
He got one goal.
One that was a shitter that he shouldn't have got because it squeaked like underneath the goalie's arm. Like, come on, they're not even a blast past them, just like right through. Listen, I like the kid. I think he's decent. I think he's gonna keep getting better. But right
Yeah.
now, it's still like we talk about these other teams. Their players hit the ground running. They perform well, and ours just unfortunately never have to do that. So it is what it is. I'm happy Pulisic is actually doing it. Loftus Cheek came out big last game. We need him again. These type of players, they have to have these great performances if we expect to keep going in this kind of competition. G, do you have like a dark horse? Anybody on the starting 11? You heard it. Adley's in there for Krunic. So Everybody else is exactly who you'd expect with Loftus
Um,
Cheek, Reindeers.
what I'm looking for is Theo, man of the match once again. I mean,
Mm.
I'm gonna put that pressure on his neck. I don't give a f about that Joker guy on the comments and everything like that. So at the end of the day, you can be a hater all you want, bro. But I'm gonna give it to you real, bro. That's why I don't like CR7, and I never like Messi. To me, they're irrelevant motherfuckers because all they have is fanboys and fangirls crying like who's better, who's good. Just appreciate guys, bro. So to me, I'm looking for Theo to have a good game, and I want him to be the match winner. I want him to be the leader that he is. But I'm looking for Ali, bro. This is your shine. Big game,
This is
probably
his
the biggest
chance.
game you've ever, biggest game you ever been in the part of your life of your short career right now. Now it's time for you to set up. People been calling for you. People been saying that Krunis has had since the injury. He's had 7 games in a row that he's been pure garbage. So now it's time for you to take it by the scruff of the neck, man. I'm excited, Fabio. I feel the energy in the stadium. You know, we have the best fans in the world.
By far.
But besides
By
that,
far.
Fabio, I want to say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
So my LA Milanistas, bro, we cannot be embarrassed with the fan base of this bomb ass Juve club. Okay, they outshone us this weekend like it was nothing, bro. And that's not the representation that we need out here in LA. We need that red and black. And that's it. Now, Fabio, I'm excited. Ponzi always coming with the straight facts. He's always coming because he knows. But I'm just excited, Fabio. It's now or never, and we're gonna see what this team is made of. Because if we win today, bro, I mean, I think at the end of the day, that makes us on layout dependent. And then we go to Saturday, another big game on Saturday because enter Napoli, so we could get a little bit closer. But today is the day. I think the European nights that is known in Italy is Milan, and I think we're gonna bring it through. But
These
Adley and
are
Theo,
our
they need a big
nights.
game, the best nights. So it's gonna be a day on Adley, Fabio. They gotta
I
step
like
up.
it. They're gonna step up. What's your score prediction, G?
I say we go 2-0, man. I mean, their defense is shaky. I mean, to
Two
me,
zero. All right.
yeah, 2-0. I
Who's your
mean,
goal scorers?
I'm gonna get one for Adley and I'm gonna get one for Theo, bro. Theo with a coast to
Woo!
coast
My
run, with
God!
a with a coast to coast run, and Adley's gonna shut up
Oh,
all the
gee,
Kunic
if he
fans.
does a coast to coast, I'll be so happy, bro. Just to hear them yell it. All right, G. I know you on lunch, man, and tonight we're gonna go live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Geo time. So, G, I know you lunch. I don't want to keep you long and shit, bro. But I'm gonna let you go
I'm
now.
driving to get a pizza. I'm driving to get
All
the pizza.
right. So keep yourself on mute. I'm gonna ask Punji some more questions, baby.
Go
All right,
ahead.
Punji, who's your what's your prediction? Who your goal scorers, man? What do you think realistically we're looking at
Two
today?
one. 2-1.
2-1.
We win the win game 2-1. It's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be a hard fought game because both teams know that it's a do or die game. It's gonna be tough. But I think we can win it 2-1. I'm gonna say Olivier Giroud and Chukwueze.
And
I
Chukwueze,
want to see
another
it, and
great story.
this is like a prayer here right now that Chuku gets a nice goal because I think it's if he gets a goal, he can really unblock himself. He can gain some confidence, and that can be only positive for him. It's going to give us an alternative, so we don't have to rely on Pulisic and Leao all the time. You
Yeah,
know, we need to have depth, especially at this stage. So Italia is going to be coming around the corner. We have the Italian league. So we need to get these guys all
you
rolling,
got to
and
get them
it has
rolling,
to be
baby.
plug and play, man. It's got to be plug and play. You
Get them
know,
rolling into the new year, baby. Let's go.
you know, we get we have Pulisic injured. Okay, Chuku can come on. Leao is injured. Pulisic can take his spot on the left. It
Exactly.
has to be interchangeable. That's the only way. You know, these guys have to get all on board and remember we're a team. No matter who starts, you know,
Yeah.
we're 23 players. I mean, now I don't know. Sometimes they have more in Champions League. There might be less players on the bench. But everybody counts, even the reserve keeper.
Yeah.
It's a team game. Everybody is going to play a part.
Anything can happen. That keeper might have to go and guff a bit. Uh,
No, no,
but
please don't.
listen, I know. Laban Youssef is saying 3-zip. I like that. That's confidence we
That's
need. If
confidence.
it's 3-zip, I'll be extremely happy. A one-legged Ibrahimovic over our current bench. Well, we have everybody hurt, so
Yeah, but the
we'll see what
Ibrahimovic is
happens.
he's a legend, man. You see, what do you? This guy is,
Yeah.
say,
We'll see. He's hopefully going to be back in the swing of Milan soon. Not as a player. We'll find out. Who knows when they're waiting to
I
say
don't
that.
know how
Do you
that's
know
gonna
anything
work.
about this? This is a little off topic here, but Kim is saying they're doing some trial for an orange card, which basically removes a player to like a 10-minute, what would be, I guess, their equivalency of the penalty box. What the hell? What is
That's
this
coming.
nonsense?
That's coming from that stupid idiot Arsene Wenger, who's a fucking loser. He's only
Yeah,
known
dude.
as a local manager. Yeah, he's want to put all type of stupid things because him and his club are losers.
It's like, how dumb is that?
Wait, so you would be technically under like 10 men for just 10 minutes until the time runs out and you can be released from the bin. Is that
We're
the
gonna have
idea?
power plays. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, this is you know what I mean. Oh, Milan's on the power play for the next 10 minutes over Inter. You know, it just sounds so ridiculous. That's not football. Then now you're playing a different
But hold
sport.
on. So how does do you get the man advantage as soon as the adversary touches the ball, like in hockey? The call gets played, or can you take out your goalie? If
And then no, that's a good point. Who knows?
this is
Honestly,
this is
who
this
knows
is
how
I
they
don't
would
know.
even
I
implement it?
this for me is like just like makes no sense. The rules of the game have been set for a very long time. We can tweak them a little bit, make them better, but to invent these things, for me, it's just nonsense. The game is perfect the way it is. You know, there's a reason why they call it the beautiful game. There's a reason why the billions of followers follow this game. You know,
Yeah.
why do we have to go
Arsene
and start
Wenger,
doing all this?
Arsene Wenger wants like 15-minute quarters, bro, to get more
Yo,
ad revenue.
Shout
Arsene
out.
Wenger wants to find a way to be able to win something, because the guy
They
couldn't
do it in rugby, I guess.
get
Well, that's
that.
like again,
But
you
that's
know.
rugby. That's different sport,
Yeah. Yo,
We want
shout out to our boy Strasburg Steve. Lazio just scored. They're up 1-0. Looking to clinch themselves. I don't know if they can clinch technically this game, but I think if one result goes the other way, they're 100% in. So shout out to Strasburg
yeah,
Steve.
they have a
Uh,
good team. It's just inconsistent. It's like
yeah,
it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You never know which Lazio is going to show up.
very true, very true. They're in the same group as Atletico Madrid. Yeah, and Fernando, if Atletico Madrid wins that game, Lazio clinches their spot with a win here. So that's good for Italy. I'm happy when the Italian teams at least make it far. I don't give a shit about rooting for them to actually win, but they do it on
Yeah,
their
because
own without my support. Good for them. That's all.
no, because I believe we have the coefficient that's going to change
Yeah,
soon. So now there's going to be a possibility of having 5 teams in the Champions League, and it's important that all the Italian teams do well in Europe. So that way
absolutely.
we can get that coefficiency up and try to get that fifth spot. Is having 5 teams in the Champions League means more revenue coming into the Italian league, more transfers, better players come in. And it's only good for the Italian league. It's going to grow it.
It is
We need to get
exactly.
revenue
Everybody
somewhere.
needs to keep winning. Yeah, more
Let's,
players, more teams going far in the Champions League means more top players coming to the Italian league.
exactly.
And obviously, just got to keep going like that. Be nice if we can ever get our damn stadium done, or even to begin it. How about that, please? Give us a spot that you won't complain about.
Bureaucracy. People complain about the littlest things.
Yeah.
That's Italy. I lived there for a very long time, and I can tell you everything to do anything there. It's just extremely complicated. God bless the Italians, but the bureaucracy, man. Oh my God, it's just
I
a
know.
nightmare there for You need a piece of paper.
Oh,
Sign a piece of
Lazio
paper for
2-0. Lazio
Oh, there
2-0
you
now.
go.
Minchia, they're going crazy. Another shout out here. Shout out to Stevie P. If you guys watch Milan Weekly podcast on Monday night, Stevie did it. He succeeded. He won his election. He is now a part of the admin for the local soccer
VP.
organization. You know, good. Presidente Stevie P. I love it. Congratulations, Steve. All right. So, guys, I mean, my prediction today, I think it's going to be 2-1. I feel like that's going to be a fair result. I have a feeling we're going to go down and then have to battle back. This is going to be a real blood pressure game. I think honestly, it's going to be Pulisic the first one, Giroud the second one, because that's just how it's going to go if it happens. So that's my prediction. That's what listen, I don't give a fuck how they do it.
Giroud is
3
rested.
points.
Let's go.
Yeah,
There's no
exactly.
excuse here. You should.
And
you
he's
should
not
be
he's
really-
not playing against Frosinone anyway. So let's go. Give it your all here, baby.
Exactly.
So any final words, Gio, Ponji, anything you want to say? G, go ahead.
No, man, let's just get these 3 points and I said not basically advance, but like let's just get there. So next week or the week after we can qualify. I think the team needs all the money so we could get all the investment. And we just need to show up. When this is the last European night in San Siro until we know that we qualify. So let's make it let's make it special, baby.
Hey, there's a big difference between tying a game and winning a game. I think winning a game is 2.8 million per win, and a tie is 900,000. So
we need all that money, baby.
Any penny, man, that we can get, we need it. Let's go.
Yeah, until they let us get our stadium. For the love of God, we have to do this and penny pinch.
There's so much interest there from different parties. I mean, at the end of the day, is it even the city of Milan? They have no interest. Like, they want Milan to keep on playing there and keep on bringing them half of the gate receipts every game. So,
yep.
So there's a conflict of interest in this whole gimmick here.
Yeah. Well, listen, it needs to happen. We need to get with the 21st century here. All right. Gio's back. He didn't leave.
Gary needs to get his lawyers, his American lawyers, the guys who can put the Italians right and whip them in shape and say, this needs to happen. I want Gary to bring his lawyers, the whole legal department.
Let's see who's on the bench here.
Fabio.
Yeah.
We gotta say shout out to the young puppies.
Save that for tonight, Gio. Save that for
tonight. They
did
their thing.
No, give a shout out to them because
they beat up on Dortmund once again, and Dortmund has produced. Look at every person that Dortmund has produced and sold. So shout out to them. That's all I gotta say, Fabio.
Guys, I'm not sure who we have as our center backs that we can actually bring in. Let me look at the roster.
But that for me was a big mistake this year. Instead of if they wanted to get the Pellegrini guy, okay, but don't get him as a main a defender to come in to. They needed a depth defender because Kjaer.
We don't have another one.
We don't have another one. Kalu's broken now. So now what we have two central defenders to rely upon, and how are we gonna do this? We need another central defender. They should have brought in a guy that they spend another 20 million on, but a guy who's been playing in the Italian league, who speaks the language, who knows the defenses, knows the players, who can come in as a backup, or who can play as a starter.
Oh my God, that's scary. When you look, our only two only two actual defenders are Florenzi and Bartazaghi, who doesn't get any time. Oh my God, it might be Krunic at center back. Who knows?
But that's the thing. God forbid one of those two guys get injured. That's gonna be.
I know. Let's pray to God it doesn't happen, please, for the love of God. Guys, we had 32 viewers right now. Right before we go on, we're about 30 minutes to kick off. Please smash that like button if you can. If you're not already subscribed, please do to the channel. Bungie, thank you so much for joining me, man. I'm going to chill out a little bit. Lazio's winning 2-0, so one Italian team wins. We need a second Italian team win,
Let's go.
the most important one. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Enjoy the game. Ovunque e sempre.
Forza Milan.
Forza Milan. Peace out, everybody.
Have a good one, guys.